my good people, how are they? Hope, say, body and soul, they carry on well together. C'est qu'on appelle en français, j'espère que vous portez bien, très très bien. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Startrack. Of course, it's another session of the laughter, the giggling, the teasing, and that moment where we get to ask those questions you want to ask your favorite celebs that you watch on TV, and yet you don't have the opportunity to ask them. Yes, it's a moment to put them on the hot seat where we prepare those top questions that you would love to know or to ask them about their personal life, their life in the movie, or whatever that you may want to know. And of course, on Startrack, we always bring you a couple of slots to keep the program, quite thrilling. We have the news, of course, for you to know what's happening in the entertainment industry. And also we have a gossip to just bite and chit-chat a little bit with a guest, to bubble their maga. And also we have the countdown session and just a little game to crown it up with the guest, which will be, of course, a surprise for him or her. Ladies and gentlemen, like you all know, it's Startrack. And right about now, I would like to introduce the guest of the day. But before then, permit me sip a glass of water. And when we come back, you will meet the guest. So last week we were talking with an actress and it was a very wonderful session. Today we are talking with a filmmaker. Okay, many of you may be wondering out there, like, what's the difference? You get to know the difference if you have to stick with us for the next, couple of minutes out there. Ladies and gentlemen, today with me in the studio is a fine man. He is a filmmaker, a movie director, and he is the CEO of Ayo Concepts Films. And right now, let me introduce to you Tini Ayo, Mr. Tini Ayo. I call him the baddest producer. Look at that smile, Joe. Fine man.
Thank you,
Are you
Dolly.
blushing? You're blushing. You're blushing.
Somehow.
For the babes.
Somehow.
Tini Ayo, welcome to Startrack.
Thank you very much, Dolly Ngonde.
How do you do?
I'm good.
I can see that all over you.
Of course.
Are you just coming from somewhere?
Yeah, from home.
You just landed?
No, from home. From home, just around.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tini Ayo, and he has been in the Cameroonian film industry for quite some time, not too long, but then he has been making, great strides, and that's why we are celebrating him on Startrack. Tini Ayo,
Yes.
now let's get to know you before becoming, a film maker. Who was Tini Ayo before now?
Tini Ayo was one young man who was born in Tico.
Oh.
Raised in Littoral, precisely in the quarters of Bipanda Mispo.
Okay.
Yes, so that's Tini Ayo, and today a filmmaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to becoming a filmmaker, a movie director, and besides that, are there other things that you do, that's...
My motivation for becoming a film maker began from a very tender age.
Okay.
Yes. As a kid, I always sketch out. I draw. So it happens that sometimes I create my own stories in my head, and I decide to bring the visual of these stories using my pencil and my book. So I create a story, what they call in French, roman. Yeah, I create stories using my pencil, and then at a certain given time, I decided to get into the field proper. So I needed a camera, I needed a crew, I needed cast, to bring out these things that I used to do while I was a kid, to bring them into reality. So back then it was really slow. Talking of that was like 2003. It was very slow in Cameroon. So we're doing what we're doing until 2009 when I decided to travel abroad, and then came back in 2014 as a professional filmmaker. That's when I embarked into the journey as a professional filmmaker. Yeah.
So you could be talking out there and somebody's like, "Whoo, that's it, that's just all about it." Is it like you just get up one day, though you had the dream, from childhood, but does it take for you to have some kind of huge financial, stability to becoming a great film, director?
Yes, of course. Of course. It's quite demanding to become a filmmaker.
All right.
Especially financially, because there are a lot of stuff you need to put together. you know, starting from getting a good camera, which is not less than 2 to 3 million francs CFA.
Wow.
Yes, I mean, getting the whole film equipment quite expensive, if not less or if not more than 15 to 20 million francs CFA. Yes, so that's what it takes to become a CEO of a film movie production house. Yes.
Going by your records, Mr. Tini Ayo, you are an award-winning film director, and it didn't just take for you to know people, what is it, connections, but that is, you know, it has been backed by hard work.
True.
So as an award-winning film director, can you tell us what you know made you deserve the awards, and also highlight some of your projects so we get to know more about Tini Ayo?
Dolly Ngonde, I'm not just an award-winning director. I'm an award-winning editor as well, and an award-winning television producer.
Okay.
Yeah, because aside being a filmmaker, I'm a television engineer. Yeah, so I set up television stations. You know, I do a lot when it has to do with TV. Yeah. Before becoming an award winning film director, I would say it's the work that I put in. You know, the work first. You know, it is not a thing of a day. It's not a thing of a day. It took me many years. It took me lots of training, collaborations, being with people who understand the field better, you know, learning behind them, you know, sharing ideas, asking questions, you know, doing your personal researches, you know, getting into team, you know, team collaboration, getting people who understand the game. What do you think? I cannot be best in every sector. Where do I fail? How can I stand? Who am I meeting for this particular sector? What do you understand in filmmaking? You know, it's work. It's just work. It's just work. Like they always say, just keep working. You don't know who's watching. So it happened that someone somewhere watched what I did. You know, I think it was in the movie The Face I Never Saw. At the Red Feather Awards, I took Best Editor. That was 2019. And then in 2021, I took, that was last year, I took Best Director in another film competition in Bamenda with the movie Vessel. And then Best Television Producer, you know, with the show done by Patom at my Major Prime, of course. So it's just work.
Hard work, of course, pays Tini Ayo, and I'll definitely agree with that. Right now, we will halt a little bit with you, and ladies and gentlemen, let's go and find out what's happening in the movie industry. Of course, you know, so much is making news, and when we come back, we shall be learning again from Tini Ayo some of his challenges as a film director. Stay with us. When we come back, we continue the show. Top from the movie industry this week, the city of legendary hospitality Boyer has been painted blue and red with the wrap of the Cameroon International Festival Camif. The event, which began on the 25th of April, ends this Saturday, April 30, and has brought together both national and international film actors, actresses, filmmakers, buyers, distributors, and even students in the movie department under one roof to celebrate and improve on the quality of Cameroonian movies. During this year's edition, peace and social cohesion are core values that have been promoted alongside the projection of masterpieces, masterclasses, colloquiums, just to name these. Meanwhile, Cameroon's film industry, commonly called Hollywood, is hoping that its close-up is just around the corner. It is no new thing to mention that in recent years, a number of Cameroonian projections have been attracting the global attention, especially with the streaming of its movies purchased on Netflix, namely Therapy, Fisherman's Diary, and A Man for the Weekend. Penjo Baba, one of Cameroon's outstanding film directors, has been in the movie industry for over a decade and has high hopes for the future of his craft
as he says the country's film industry has grown from strength to strength over the last 5 years.
A lot of things have changed, which is more of even the actors, the equipment that we use, and then the quality of the image. We were shooting those days with just HD, but now we're using 4K and more.
All this has raised the international profile of Hollywood productions, as the director of the country's first movie on Netflix says his hard work is paying off. Today, Derek heads back to where he shot one of the most memorable scenes of the movie Therapy.
It's a boost to the entire Cameroon film industry because everybody right now, most of the producers that wanted to go on set, most of them have halted. They are like, no, we want to, rearm ourselves and get to Netflix. So it's already that call for consciousness, and of course the productions would definitely get better.
And with this, one can already tell the future of Hollywood is a bright one, both on the national and international scale.
And I would tell all the young people who are coming that you can make it. I'll be frank with you, there's so many of my age mates that I feel have been wonderful actors but refuse to join the industry because they wanted to fetch out other means of living. But today, now that we know that you can live here, you're going to see more talent.
Away from that, the new president of the Cameroon Film Industry CFI, Brenda Elong, is poised to bringing sanity and good business deals for the movie industry, as the leader has been making frequent moves in and out of the country, negotiating for better deals. It should be recalled that Brenda Elong succeeds Alexander Mbeao, who stepped down as chairman of the CFI some months back due to other commitments.
I think that Fisherman's Diary on the right table will still get the kind of buzz or the kind of deal that I got without Ramsey.
We now take you out of the country in neighboring Nigeria, where Nollywood actress and producer Adoni Ade has disclosed that Nollywood filmmakers pay actors peanut money in the movie industry. She cries out that filmmakers, especially those of the Yoruba segment, should stop demanding actors to do them a favor, but rather pay their worth. Like they say, every house get your own wahala.
In here, get out of my house.
You say what?
Get out and go!
And in Hollywood, those clamoring for more middle adult fare in movie theaters will have their fill with Olivia Wilde's upcoming 1950s thriller, Don't Worry.
Where is my husband gone?
Where?
To do what?
Nothing for you to concern yourself with. You'll be on your own for a while.
In only her second directorial feature, Olivia Wilde already has the prestige that every director craves, setting the internet on a frenzy.
Put your head on my shoulder.
We are still with Tini Ayo, the baddest producer, I call him that, and also he's a filmmaker like I earlier introduced, and a film director, of course. And you are the CEO of Ayo Concepts. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Ayo's Concept is a company that deals with content creation. At Ayo's Concept, we do commercials, we do photography, we do graphic designing, printings, publicity gadgets, talking of caps, umbrellas, t-shirts, everything, publicity or communication gadgets. That's what Ayo's Concept Films is all about.
Okay. As a film director, let me ask you this question, because sometimes it feels like not everyone is talented, but they also say that everyone is talented. So how do you handle an unprofessional actor or actress?
Training. Yeah.
Okay, so you're one who doesn't believe that no one is talented?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, everybody is talented. You just need someone to bring it out of your person.
Okay.
Yes. You just need someone who understands what's filmmaking to bring that talent out of your person, make you discover who you are. Just the fact that you have normal conversations with friends is part of acting. There could be a camera standing and you're actually doing it right, not until the camera comes in front of you and you know that there is a camera in front of you and you start doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So you just need someone to guide you, that's all.
Let's get teasy a little bit. Mr. Tini Ayo, we can see a fine gold ring on your finger.
Yeah.
Aha, that is alert to all my single ladies.
Yeah, this is 8 years, 8 years success.
Don't count 8 years.
Successful
8 years.
8 years.
8 years. And ladies, don't trespass again. This other side has been fenced and it has been caged. Forget about it, right?
Yes.
Now, you come to meet very gorgeous people.
True.
I mean, amazing people.
True.
Ladies, men, whatever it is, hermaphrodites, blah, 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 and all of that. So you're an emotional being.
Yeah.
Like, has there been any person, any lady who strikes you and you feel like you should have an extra affair with the person, or maybe somebody wants to join the cast crew and you see this character who is like, I mean, the fine girl things, I mean, how they affect you? Tell us, tell us our secrets. They do you.
Yeah, the truth is, since I married my wife, I have not seen any other woman as beautiful as my wife.
Oh my.
Trust me, I know what I'm saying. I have to say this on TV. Since I got married to my wife, I've not seen any other woman as beautiful as my wife.
I like men.
I know she's watching me right now. I love you. So, yes, I have come across beautiful persons, you know. But now, let me tell you the truth. Each time I'm on set, each time I see a beautiful person, I just have one thing I think about: how do I bring this character into existence? How do I make this beautiful person become something the audience is going to watch and appreciate? You know, I don't think of a love affair, you know, of a relationship with that person.
Who do you look up to? Maybe from a local to a national, I mean, you know, to the global context. Who inspires you?
The person who inspires me is a Nigerian.
Ah, wow.
His name is...
Okay.
You want to know him?
Yes, of course.
Kunle Afolayan.
Oh my goodness.
Kunle Afolayan
is a great guy.
Yes, is that filmmaker that this guy is just magical. So he's the only filmmaker that I actually, you know, want to be like. Yes.
What are those things that you're spicing up to your directing career?
The African tradition.
Okay.
Yes, Kunle Afolayan is that kind of director who always wants to tell the stories of our land. You know, from our forefathers, how it began, you know, where we are today. So those are the kind of inspiration I've gathered from Kunle Afolayan, you know, telling our own stories.
All right, Tini Ayo, we will still hush again a little bit. We are getting to know more about Tini Ayo, and it's quite interesting. I mean, I didn't know this much about, you know, the film industry and what it takes to direct a good movie and all whatnot. But then hold on. So let's go and chit chat a little bit on our gossip slot. And when we come back, we will be talking again with you to know those roles you would dare and the ones you would never dare as a film director. Ladies and gentlemen, come with us. Welcome back. I'm still with the handsome and the baddest producer and the baddest film director and the baddest movie maker, Tini Ayo, a well-celebrated one at that. And Tini Ayo, so there is this, you know, this whole issue that came up where our own Kang Quintus went on the stage and made a statement about, you know, collaboration, support, trying to clarify the Chidi Mokeme and the Zach OGs who were here to give us their own support as it was. So besides that, you have Cameroonians who have been expecting a lot from another, was calling the father, one of the fathers in the film industry, and that's Alain Menget. And many people had been, you know, expecting him to come and say something or to react. And so lately, Alain Menget took to his Facebook account and set out the records where he got to write this, and I read, he says, "I am a mere actor. I am a worker of the producers, directors, and the film industry. I can't afford to produce a movie. I last produced a movie 15 years ago. I say this because I think lots of people misunderstand my role in the industry per the requests I get to meet daily." He says, "I think too much is expected from me, whereas that's not the case. Hashtag facts. I'm a nobody here and can't influence a lot, especially in a very complicated working terrain. Peace." That's deep, you know. So on the other hand, we had people who came back commenting like, no, you're only trying to wash your hands like Pontius Pilate and all of that. You are a big name and stuff like that. So you're part of the movie industry. Yes. Can you now tell us, is Alain Menget, you know, in any way to counteract or, you know, to come against or to come for what Kang Quintus said that day?
He just said it correctly. Alain Menget is just an actor. And I think this discussion had to do with producers, those who invest the money, those who remove the bulk of money into their pockets to invest for projects. Alain Menget is not one of them, you know. So I don't think he actually has a say, you know, in that kind of terrain or in that terrain. You understand? So he rightly said it, and I think he's correct.
That's your view. But you know, for the common man, they are expecting a lot, because there's like you must say something and you must say something, and that's the problem with Cameroonians. We always want somebody up there, an influencer or some other person, to come and clarify the doubts. But when you look at what
Dolly,
I shouldn't go there.
Excuse me. Cameroonians, let me say, those who don't understand the terrain, you know, are not coming for peace sake. They are coming for trouble's sake. They just want to keep pressing and pressing and pressing, so that they think the flame keeps burning and burning. Cameroonians like that. They like that a lot. They like when it's when the flame is high there. When the thing becomes complicated, they love it. Why? I think the best way is settle this thing, you know, calmly. I mean, accept everyone's word for what they say. If Alain Menget says he's not part of that conversation, why not believe him and let's move? We've got lots to do.
Thank you very much. Right now, Tini Ayo, we would like to take you down our countdown session of the week, and when we come back, we shall be learning from Tini Ayo if he has plans of directing a heroic movie and what it takes, you know, to come up with one. Stay with us.
If you think that horror movies can come only from the West, then get ready to be shocked, as Cameroonian filmmakers are becoming Africa's most innovative. On our countdown list for this week, we present to you the 5 most horrific Cameroonian movies of the century. On the first position, we have Terror. It is a Cameroonian horrific movie which narrates the story of a lady stranded in the forest looking for her boyfriend, who mysteriously parts ways with her. Thinking it was a joke, the character gets to find her boyfriend's phone with a riddle, showing how a monster had attacked him. To know more about the ending, find out on the movie Terror. On the 4th position, we have No Way Out. This is a Cameroonian movie which tells the story of a group of holiday class students who took a road trip to the forest led by their teacher. As the students find themselves in a strange land, they are welcomed and received with warm arms. But little do they know that there is a hidden plot which is for you to go discover by watching the entire movie No Way Out. On the 3rd position, Love. In this movie, Ashley, the main character, meets her Facebook crush just to find out he is a human trafficker. Would she be able to go back home safe? This is the suspense that ignites you to go see for yourself. And on the 2nd position, the movie Trauma is projected thus. And finally, on the first position, By the River. This is a Cameroonian horrific movie in which three young girls, Flora, Nadine and Crystal, decide to go laundry by the river. Besides rumors of people losing their lives in the said river mysteriously. Crystal is skeptical about the idea at first, but gets convinced by Nadine and Flora, who consider the rumors to be a mere fairy tale. Shockingly enough, what was expected to be a hydrological disaster turns out to be a zombie apocalypse breakout. But would the community survive these? Go find out for yourselves.
Nadine, say finish it, cast you under the tree.
And these are the 5 most horrific Cameroonian movies we put together for you this week. See you some other time.
Welcome back. Oh, that was quite scary. Like, I didn't know we had gone to this level. It's quite amazing but frightening to the AO.
Yeah.
Is that something you would do someday?
No. You know why?
No.
It's true that movie is universal, right? Just like music. But I would just wish to ask this question: how many movies have the white people or the Americans done? You know, that actually reflects Africa. I don't know if you get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you will not see a white man in a white movie going to a juju house to seek for medicine, to get medicine, to kill his brothers and his sisters, to become rich, to go in for money rituals. You know, those are not our stories. The vampire thing is not our story. Sorry for saying this, but it is not our story. We have our stories. We need to entertain ourselves with our stories.
Tini Ayo, we are still with you, pardon me. Yeah. Can you describe a time, you know, in your acting career where you made a mistake?
Yes, in my acting career, in my filmmaking career.
Yeah.
Yes, I once went on set to shoot, that was a music video. I went for a music video shoot and I omitted a scene. I omitted a scene because of time. And then I was stressed up with other issues. So when I got to my editing machine, my editing timeline, where I had to edit this music video, I realized that my storyboard was not completely used. I went to the field with my storyboard, but I omitted a scene. So it was really disastrous for me because I needed to call everybody back again, call the whole crew, the whole cast, you know, the artist himself, you know, to shoot that particular scene, and it cost me a lot.
We are still with you, Tini Ayo, and we're now moving to the last segment of the day, which is of course the gaming part with you, the gaming slot. And when we come back, we shall be surprising you with what we have in store for you.
Okay.
Come with us, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, and now we have to do a little game with you, Tini Ayo. We'll start by asking you a few questions. Can you name a few things you do in the bathroom before you bathe?
Before I bathe, I walk a lot with my phone. So when I get into the bathroom, I'm always on my phone. Okay. So I think I do like few chats or few responses, and then I drop it, and then I first of all rub my face with soap. You know, while the soap is cooking my face, I use my toothbrush.
So you're not a sheet?
When you say bathroom, my bathroom is not, my toilet is not,
it's not in the
together
bathroom.
with my bathroom.
So. Concept. And then now let's ask you this question.
Okay.
Imagine you won 23 million francs CFA, and your grandmom, who is 105 years old, needs an urgent surgery. And this amount, the amount for the surgery or needed for the surgery is 22.9 million francs CFA. 22.9 million francs CFA. What would you do? Would you pay? Would you pay the money? You want 23 million, and your grandmother needs an urgent surgery that costs 22.9 million francs CFA.
Do I need to think?
Do you think I need to think? No, we don't know. You tell us now.
My grandmother has kids, you know that.
She is 105.
My grandmother has kids, you know that.
Okay.
You should say my mother. I mean my grandmother.
Okay.
Look at third generation.
Money get power.
Look at this third generation.
Money get power.
I'll probably call my mom and tell her your mom is dying in the hospital. What do you do? And let my mom come and tell me, what of that your money? You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
So the truth is, Grandma, I'm sorry, you have to rest in peace. You have to rest in peace. I'm sorry.
Hashtag. So, if you don't have airtime, is it possible for somebody to do a Momo transaction and it gets into your phone? Do you think so?
If I don't have airtime?
Yes.
And someone does a Momo transaction?
Yes. Just say yes phone. Now or no.
I need to understand.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Give me a Momo transaction. It will come.
Are you sure?
Please, you want us to try that? Can I give you my number? 65?
No, let me give you my number. Interesting one there today, Ayo, and it's been amazing with you. Yeah. I mean, learning to know, the details of your work and how you are inspiring young Cameroonians out there. And of course, we have a couple of them who are looking or watching you right now. Yes. And what word would you have for them as advice? Advice to all those who want to be like me or those who want to be above me. Guys, just keep working, do not relent your efforts. Hard work pays. Keep learning. We learn every day. You can learn even from someone you're more superior to, so even a child can teach you something. Yes. So Tini Ayo, we have come to the end of our session. Hallelujah. It has been an amazing one. But then we always have the tradition of you signing an autograph of yours. Oh, wow. So we can always remember that you were here with us. Yes. Okay. So where do I sign? Sign anywhere. Yes. Let me put it. Don't monopolize it. On the star. Yes. On the star, because I'm a star. Okay. Beautiful. Wow, it's a beautiful signature out there. So today, Ayo, we don't just leave it at that. Okay. We also prepare something as it is our tradition. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is from us to you. Oh, thanks very much. On behalf of BT Media Group. Okay. And of course, a lot of partners that we have. We are presenting to you this card. Thank you very much. If you want to know what's in here, just call me. I'll let you know. Thank you very much. Thank you, Startrack. Thank you, BT Media Group. Thank you very much. Thank you too, Tini Ayo, for being with us. It has been an amazing and a very impactful session at that. And ladies and gentlemen, hope you do know more about film directing and also other things that you did not know about the movie industry in Cameroon and of course the world at large. It was Tini Ayo with us today, and like Ella said, it has been very interesting. I have been Dolly Ngonde, your host, and next week meet us again with another fine brain. Would not like to tell you who that person will be, but stay tuned and remain blessed.